Καλησπέρα λοιπόν και από μένα. Σας ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ για το χρόνο και το ενδιαφέρον για το σημερινό μας workshop. Εγώ είμαι η Σοφία Μιχαηλίδου, Σύμβουλος Τεχνολογίας της Infocom και χθες έκανα μια παρουσίαση για το SASE μοντέλο της Forcepoint και το πώς αυτό έρχεται να καλύψει την ανάγκη να συνδεόμαστε και να δουλεύουμε με ασφάλεια οπουδήποτε και αν βρισκόμαστε στον κόσμο, εμείς, τα δεδομένα και οι εφαρμογές μας. Οπότε σήμερα ο Αλεξάνδρ, μηχανικός από τη Forcepoint, θα μας κάνει ένα live demonstration της πλατφόρμας και θα μας δείξει όλες αυτές τις δυνατότητες για τις οποίες μίλησα σήμερα. Οπότε χωρίς καθυστέρηση ας ξεκινήσουμε. Alexander, the stage is yours.
Hello everyone. I suppose it's me now. Sorry for not being able to speak Greek. Well, my name is Alexander Raczyński. I'm a Forcepoint engineer. And I will try to show you a little bit from our SASE. SASE is a new concept. It's a hype. Many vendors just introducing their concept of SASE. We will try to show us our vision of this platform. Yeah, let's call it this way. So maybe I will share my screen with you. I'll just move to a couple of slides just to, for those of you who weren't able to attend yesterday's presentation, just a quick reminder, what is it about? So thank you, by the way, for letting us to speak to you. It's thanks to our partner, Infocom. Thank you very much. So, speaking about current situation, we have now a business which is facing some new drivers. Yeah, like the trend was actually seen a couple of years ago already, but now because of pandemic situation, we see a big acceleration of this trend. So we basically observe that people and data, people are connected to the data everywhere. Yeah, they're doing it from the office still in some cases, from home while traveling. So this is also connected to the mixed infrastructure. We have people who are connecting to web. We have people who are connecting to cloud applications. And we have people who are connecting to data centers. And now the data center can be of course hosted in our location, in our headquarters, but the data center can be also hosted in the cloud. So it makes the situation quite complex. And these are the cases which have been recognized, and this is what we will be talking about today. So the complexity of this situation is of course growing, and there is a need to react on those changes quite agile. Trends like SASE have, of course, and their momentum. Yeah? The other concept which runs parallel to SASE is zero trust. I will talk to it during today's session a little bit. Well, SASE is a concept which has been introduced to the world by Gartner 2 years ago. They published a paper where they introduced the concept of the platform, which is called Secure Access Service Edge, SASE. Yeah, and Gartner claims that in the future, instead of having all the security localized in our headquarters, we should be able to move a part of security and part of connectivity to the cloud and offer it as a service. And Gartner claims that this will give us the ability to have more flexible connection, to have more monitoring and visibility into the connectivity of the users to the data, because the users are working from everywhere and the data resides everywhere, basically. So the concept of Gartner was not only about pure connectivity, like SD-WAN and all the things which are connected to the pure networking, but also to the data part of security, about what kind of data the users connect to and so on. So this was basically the new thing about SASE. So those both words, networking and security, they should be connected in one platform. And suddenly, we as Forcepoint have recognized that this is something we are working on for a long time. Our company has acquired a lot of technology in the past years, and actually we did the similar thing. We did the similar concept. It was internally called dynamic edge protection, so DEP. But now we use the terminology SASE. So we recognize our concept in Gartner's white paper, and this is how it looks like. So this is the technology we acquired over the years, and of course you will see some technology which is connected to next-gen firewalls, to IPS, to this networking part of products. But also a lot of technology which is, strict security technology like DLP or sandboxing or web filtering or CASB and so on. So this is what our SASE platform contains of, and this is what I will be, what I will try to show you today. The thing which makes us a little bit unique in this field is there are a couple of things. There are four things on the right side of the screen. One of them is unified data protection policy. What was our focus is to integrate DLP quite heavily into the whole concept. Yeah, because it's mainly about our users and our data, and these are the most important things in every organization. The second thing, which is quite important for us, is the unified agent. Yeah, customers they are usually a little bit annoyed if the number of agents is growing. So we try to have a unified agent which can add additional functionality on it. And the third thing is something which is connected to our concept of human-centric security. And this is about having the ability in the product to first calculate the risk of the user, and then to reflect the risk of the user, the calculated risk of the user, in the policy which is applied to the user, and to do it automatically and on dynamic in dynamic way. So this is quite unique. We actually quite have a lot of hopes about this one. We have it already implemented for some products, not for all yet, but we are working on it. Hybrid deployment. This is what SASE is about. We are not only in the pure cloud world. We are also in the standard on-premises world. The thing is to let the systems know what is the configuration of the other part of our policy. So we try to synchronize the policies between the cloud elements and the on-prem elements, and we do it in the hybrid mode. So this is quite unique as well. Not all of our customers are using our networking solution, so you are not pushed to use our firewalls if you want to use our SASE, but if you use our SD-WAN or firewalls, there are some additional features which are due to the integration between our products. Okay, so if we translate the same thing in the names of our products, it's about Cloud Security Gateway. This is the first product I will show to you. And something which is called Forcepoint Private Access, which is a zero trust network access to internal applications. And this is the main thing I will show to you. Of course, you will see on site some integration possibilities to other products as well. So this is what I would like to show to you today. Okay, let's jump to a live demo. I will stop right now. And what I'm trying to do is, first of all, I'm connecting to Cloud Security Gateway, which is a I wouldn't say it web security solution, because it is more. As we have seen, Cloud Security Gateway has a lot of components which are add-ons to a pure web security. Like you will find here something like CASB. In my case, there is an additional component, which is image security. We are not talking about image security today, but there are some additional elements, and you will recognize them also in the components of this Cloud Security Gateway. Okay, what do we have here? Let's talk about web connectivity. First of all, some general settings, and we can take a closer look at this endpoint. So one of the way to connect the users to the Cloud Security Gateway is the endpoint, and there are several versions of the endpoint. One is the pure proxy connect endpoint. Then we have a direct connect endpoint, which is quite unique. The proxy connect endpoint just redirects us to the proxy and uses the proxy in the dedicated mode. Direct connect connects directly to the web page, but simultaneously connects to the web gateway, to the cloud web gateway, and asks for the permission or for the policy transition to the final site. But the final site is actually connected from the endpoint itself. So this is the difference. Neo endpoint is a new thing. Neo endpoint combines the web endpoint with the ability to calculate the user's risk. So there are different type of endpoints, and there's also a different. So endpoint is not the only way how we can connect to or how we can redirect the traffic to the Cloud Security Gateway. But this is the most convenient way, I would say. The other way would be, for example, to connect our headquarters on the network level via firewalls or via network device automatically to Cloud Gateway. We can do it here. So if you have a network device, basically from your headquarters, you can add a new device. Device type. You can pick up one from the list. You will see several known brands. So this is prepared for several type of machines, or you can just create an IPsec based connection. Yeah. So this would be connect your headquarter, your office network with the secure cloud gateway. So all the users which are within the network will be automatically redirected to this secure web gateway. Some general things like blog page and notification pages. This is funny. I like it a lot. Basically, if the user will be blocked, if the access to a web page should be blocked for a user, there will be a block page address for the user, so the user will be facing a block page, and you can basically here define how the block page should look like for the user. So you can edit this HTML code and define it the way how you would like to the block page to look like, and you can do it for all types of block pages, for all types of acceptance pages, and so on. So you can define the look and feel of the solution just according to your needs. Okay, but let's talk about the most important thing. Let's talk about the policies. I will jump into one of the policies because you can of course have several policies for different purposes. I will go to a default one, and in this policy, I will define, of course, where the policy should be used. So I can use this policy for my offices which are connected with this policy, or I can say for which users I would like to have this policy active. What type of endpoints are connected to the policy? Should the endpoints update automatically? How they are controlled? Okay, so all the general stuff, which end users should be to which users this policy should be applied. But let's start with the web categories. I think this is nice. So of course, as we have a long story with company which was previously called WebSense, something like URL filtering is in our company for many years. So what we have here is categories of web pages, over 100. So if you go here to business economy, so you can see some subcategories. There are plenty of them. And you can define for which categories the access should be allowed, or for which categories the access should have a different action. The action can be defined here on the right side. You can see there is allow access or do not block, meaning that other things applied in the policy should take care about the decision. Require user authentication. So you can go to any page which is well, maybe not that secure, but you should let be our social media or some office application. You need additional authentication on the page. Confirmation. You are about to visiting a page which is about, I don't know, guns, drugs, and rock and roll. You should confirm that you are really want to or need to go there. So different actions. But this is something URL filtering does for many years. What you can see here is quite important thing. We can per category we can apply decryption or not, or just avoid decryption of the web page. Why is it important? It is important if you want to, of course, monitor the data which is transferred over this connection. So this is why we are doing it, and we will do it for the most of the pages. But for some private categories like I don't know, finance and banking, government, educational categories, health, we probably will skip the decryption and will not do the decryption. So this is one thing.
Alexander, excuse me, I'm from studio. Excuse me for the interruption. Can you stop the share and share it again? Because we have it like blinking. I don't know if it is your fault or something with us, but while your camera is okay to us, the screen share is blinking. So please stop the share and start it again, in case to try to solve it. Not your camera, your share.
Okay, I will try to share again.
Turn on your camera. It's okay to have your camera turned on.
Okay, so I'll turn my camera again. Is it better now?
I hope it will be okay. Thank you. You can continue.
Okay, sorry for the technical break. We are coming back to. So I think this is quite understandable, and there is a normal way you will do it in the companies for many years. But we have something more here. We have some discard changes. Okay, I don't need to save them now. We have some additional things in this view for some applications which are known and are used by many companies. So you can define not only that the customers or the users are allowed to go to Facebook. You are able to to set up what part of Facebook, of these applications, the users are allowed to use. So basically, they are allowed to use Facebook, but not games on Facebook, but not uploading photos, but not posting comments, and so on. So a little bit more granularity. This is for some applications, but now we have connection to CASB. Our secure web gateway has the CASB technology in it, so it can recognize a lot of shadow IT application, and it's over 7,000 applications in the database. For example, if you type Google, you will see that for Google we have Google API, Google Keep, and so on and so on. A lot of applications which are related to Google. So if you just block Google Translate, that you are allowing the Google domain. This domain is allowed web categories. It's search engines and portals, but you are disallowing only particular applications within this page and within this domain. So you can do it for chosen applications like here, but you can do it on more general way, like saying block all high risk level applications. There are 167 identified by Forcepoint, which are in our opinion high risk applications. We can see a list which are high risk. They are high risk for different reasons, because they store the data, because they publish the data, and so on and so on. So there are different reasons, and you can block the high risk, but you can, for example, allow some of them, like retransfer. Yeah? So this would be allowed there. Yeah? So you can define it not only for categories, which are more global, but for a certain application, which is very specific. Then, of course, things like file blocking. Yeah? You can define which type of files you want to block, and these files are identified not only by extension but the real true type. You probably will notice here that there is a data security part. So if you have data security on the level of this gateway, it will allow you to apply some general policies about DLP. And so there are some predefined sets of policies. You can add some other classifiers, data classifiers, basically based on keywords, on some dictionaries, on regular expressions. So quite easy stuff. But what will you do if you have a proper DLP solution in place? Then you connect your proper DLP solution with this cloud security gateway, and the policy will synchronize. So for our customers who are using Forcepoint DLP, we have a way to synchronize the policy with this cloud security gateway, and the same set of policies which are defined in our on-prem solution, including fingerprinting, machine learning, and so on, will be synchronized to this web security gateway. Let's talk a little bit about reporting. I will show you how the reporting looks like. Maybe I will start with report catalog, quite an easy thing. I will have to do, I'll choose a web report, maybe a standard web activity report. I will try to get a notice about top 10 categories. Let's start for this one. It's gonna be empty because I need to choose a little bit longer time period. You see the system is not used very often. Okay, let's do it. So show me top 20 categories in my system for the last 3 months. It is a cloud-based solution, so it basically crawls the data from the last 3 months for for the whole cloud system. So for any customer, it will take approximately the same time. Yeah? So this is what it takes to search through the data for 3 months. And I see here that the categories. I can add some graphical representation to this. So a part of the data, I will see some nice graphs, different way of graph, of course. But I can say, good. Instead of showing me 20 top categories, please show me only I don't know 5. But also for those 5, I would like to see the destination IP country, to which countries it's gonna go. Let's make it 5, just to have a nice picture. So it will show me the top 5 categories, and within the top 5 countries, the traffic goes to. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, so we can see we have top 5 categories here, and we have top countries within those. If I'm interested in some particular traffic, like let's say, do we see anything interesting here? Maybe no. Maybe this is the Japan one. So let's show only this one, or you can exclude this one if you wish. What I'm trying to show you is we started with some predefined template for the reports, but we can build our own templates as we wish. And basically, okay, I will skip this one. I will go to the report builder where you can discuss changes. Okay, web security builder, where you can build the report based on any attributes you would like to have here. So like category. Okay, this is what we did before. I would like to have a user, and I will put the user on a certain user. User is okay. I will choose someone from the list. Okay, for example, this user. Yeah. So I can run a report for a particular user, for a particular category, for any of those details I will have here in the list, and you will see how many details we collect actually for every single URL request. Yeah? The nice thing I always like to show is the transaction viewer. Okay. I will probably need a little bit more time. Okay, last 3 months, and I will do. I need a filter. Let's say category interesting finance. I hope that there will be something. Nothing. Sorry, I dragged the wrong category. I will try a different one. It's not finance. Okay. I just want to show you the filter. Yeah. It's not finance. Okay. It's gonna be everything. Show it to me. Okay, so I have a couple of details here, but what I'm missing is actually I would like to show some more details on that. So basically, I'm missing a user. What I can do is I can add the user as a next row in this report, and then I need maybe action. So I can add an action here. Oh, I want the action on the back of this one. Yeah? So I will place the action here, and I can define this type of report I would like to I want to show. Yeah? If I click on the details, and 3 months is probably a little bit too long. And I should see some additional information about this request. Yeah. So and I can go through it, and I can see some additional. So reporting is a quite strong part of this one. Okay, I think this is enough about web security. I will move to CASB. I have prepared already here one login. It should redirect me directly to another page. In my CASB solution, which is connected to the Cloud Security Gateway, I defined some assets. And in my case, it's going to be Office 365 and Exchange, API, and G Suite. So I have several assets. What I can see here is I can identify some risky users. I can see some additional information. I can, of course, go into the more detailed view, like activity in the form of dashboard, yeah, from which location my users were connected. I can go very deep in the details, like having information about each user who is connecting to my cloud application and what is he doing. So he's uploading something here. Let's take a look. What is he uploading? He's uploading a file which is called PESEL_10, and so on and so on. And there are some PESEL numbers, which are our social security numbers in Poland. So this is how it looks like. The number of details which we are collecting in this CASB solution, because this CASB was basically built with the purpose to understand those web applications. Yeah, so CASB understands the logic in the application and understands what the user is basically doing with this application. He's sharing the file, he's uploading the file, he's downloading the file, and this goes two ways. One, CASB can act via API connection to the asset, so we can connect our Office tenant, our Gmail tenant to CASB, and in this case, it's gonna be a log which is provided by this asset, and in real time, CASB works as a proxy. So actually, we use our Cloud Security Gateway to work as a proxy, but we connect the CASB very close to it. And this is the advantage to have CASB very close to the Web Security Gateway hosted in the cloud. Okay, so these are the logs which are given us by the asset itself. In this case, Office 365. I can find the similar things. Actually, I just want to show it to you. This is the similar type of information, like the user is uploading a file. Yeah, you will see it here. So I filtered it out. Similar information. The advantage of real time, of course, is we can do it in real time and we can block it. Using API is always a little bit delayed, so the blocking action is not effective. Good. So I'm a little bit afraid of the time, so I will jump now to maybe one more technology I will jump now to private access. Yeah. Then, on the end, I will show you something else. Private access is the way to connect to our business applications which are hosted in our data centers or in the data centers which are our company data centers in the cloud. So what we are doing is we are extending the concept of zero trust network. The old way or the old-fashioned way to do it would be to use a VPN. VPN, everyone knows VPN. So the user connects to our company network by VPN, and he basically has access to everything. Yeah? Of course, you could define a policy on the VPN level for every single user, a different policy, but in reality, nobody does. So what we think here with this product is to limit the user who is connecting from different locations to allow the user access only to the limited applications we want him to connect to. I will log into the UI of private access. On the end, I will show you how it works. Oops, what's my password? Sorry. Okay. So this is the administrative view. As you can see immediately, there's not a lot of data in my private access. But what we are going to do is I will try to go over the administrative panel. First of all, we can define the connectivity. How the user will connect to the private access endpoint. The same endpoint we are using for web, the same endpoint we are using for DLP. I will show you later on the endpoint on my Forcepoint machine. So this is the same concept. But also the hosted path files would be another way if we don't want to use the endpoint, and also direct connection with my corporate. So the corporate connection could be IPsec based, could be GRE based. It could be also if the customer is using our next-gen firewall, it could be automated. So we define this is my corporate and how the users connect to my private access. Then I define my private applications. In my case, there are several applications like intranet, SAP, my internal SharePoint, Wiki. I will go on one of them. You see some details. Yeah. So basically, external full qualified domain name, internal port, internal address. Some details about the application. So I define to which applications the users will have access. Then, of course, I can have different methods for authentication. So I can define how the users will identify I can the users, the user groups, or identity provider. If I use something like Okta or Pink ID. Of course, I can define the administrators and apply different administrative roles to them. This is normal. The interesting thing is here in the resources. So I can have here resources like countries. We'll see Europe. Let's see Greece. So these are IP addresses for Greece. Basically, resources are things which helps us to define the policy. Afterwards, we will be able to say, if the user is connecting from a Greek IP address, then allow the access. But I'm not allowing access to from any other countries than Greece, yeah, to the certain applications. So countries is one of them. We can define, of course, our own IP addresses. But we can see also some security-related things like different threat situations, attack-related anomalies, non-attack-related anomalies. You will recognize the IPS here, the networking part. It's a normal IPS engine within this solution. Compromise success attacks, and so on. Of course, this part will be updated automatically and will be just used in our policies. So what we are doing here, we define the policies. How we do that? We define that the user, if they want to, okay, this is the name of the rule, for all the users, if they access our intranet, we will allow it. Yeah, we will continue with the inspection. So we don't want to be attacked. If we recognize any malware coming through it, we will block it. But we basically allow this access. And if corporate users will try to connect to our Wiki applications, we will allow it, but we will require an additional authentication over SAML. Okay, so this is the idea how to define the access. Now, how does it work? I will show you a couple of things in my on my Forcepoint endpoint. So you can see my DLP endpoint. We are using our products within the company. I have a DLP endpoint. I have also dynamic user protection. I have an endpoint which is integrated with web endpoint and also ACA endpoint, which is a firewall based. There is a diagnostic tool on the endpoint itself. So you can see that it connects to the path file, it gets the path file, it can verify the connectivity. Okay, so if I now go to a web page which is called what is my IP address, you recognize that I'm browsing through a Forcepoint cloud, and basically, since I'm based in Poland, I'm doing it from Poland. So this is how it works. Of course, if I go to a web page, it works not, which is allowed for me. Then it's gonna be fine. If I'm going to a web page which is not allowed, like. Test database. Probably such a web page doesn't exist. No, it exists. Okay, very good. It exists. Anything which should be blocked.
Mr. Razinski, you have 3 or 4 more minutes, please.
Okay, good. So it's gonna be it should be blocked. But I would like to show the most interesting thing, like a private access. So let's say I want to connect to something which is our internal systems for subscription. This is called subcheck. Lookup. From external world, subcheck websense.com will be not resolved. So it doesn't know such a host name. I'll copy it and I will place it in my browser. What does it say? Oh, you want to connect to the internal resource, which is not allowed from the external server. Yeah? So this is our private access blocking me to go to the internal resource. If I could easily access some intranet. Okay, that's called Forcepoint. So I can apply to I can access some internal resources, but this one as subject is not allowing me from external location. Subject is only allowed via VPN or while I'm in the company. Okay, since my time is almost over, I just want to let you know that if you have any further queries according to this topic, you can please contact our partner list. You can contact us. We are in touch with our partners. So if you have any further question to SASE or to any other topic related to this to our products, please contact us. It's all from my side. Thank you very much.